Hi everyone, I'm Fairmont State University basketball coach Joe Mazzulla. And this year on campus, we're celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Falcons' NAIA Football Championship. That was an amazing accomplishment, and to this day, winning a national title is the goal of every team here at Fairmont. As I begin my first season as a head coach, I want you to know that we've embraced many of the same goals and culture of that legendary team led by Coach Deacon Duvall. Guiding young men to success athletically and in life after basketball is our goal, and our student athletes appreciate any support you can provide. As we look toward the future, I ask you to join me in looking back at a very special championship team.
Deacon always had the same dream. His dream was to show the rest of the world that his kids here were just as good as anybody's. And he was so sincere about it.
He said, West Virginia kids are just as good as kids anywhere, and we can do anything anyone else can do. He repeated that over and over. He really believed that, and he wanted to prove it. That was his goal.
Deacon was unbelievable. As great a coach as he was on the field, he was that type of person off the field. Everyone in Marion County had some connection to Deacon Duvall.
He certainly was a man of integrity, and he expected the folks that he dealt with to be like that as well. Deacon was one of those, it's Edgar Guest, the sermon that I see, it's show me, don't tell me, and that was Deacon.
I've never met a more optimistic person in my life, determined. I'm just positive, everything's positive. I mean, if you had a negative thing that's going on, and then you would change your mind by the end of that conversation.
You know, raising kids counts when they behave when you're not around. And his players did the same thing. When he went around, they practiced. They worked out. And you did not want to play us the first game.
Deacon was strong on off-season conditioning, and when you played his football team, his players were in condition, and he believed in a lot of weightlifting, running, endurance, and obviously it paid off.
And he had made the trip to Annapolis, and he came back, and he said, "What do you think about starting a summer program?" I said, "Wow, that would be nice." We brought all of our freshmen in for a summer school, like Annapolis.
We lifted, we ran plays, we conditioned, we did all that. So yeah, he was on the cutting edge, and he got it from the Naval Academy, is where it came from.
You won't believe it, the first day of practice. You know what we did? We scrimmaged the varsity against the freshmen. The first day of practice. And that's how far along they were. 3 or 4 year time, it paid off.
Well, I went from 143 pounds to 190. I went from a 5'4" to a 4'7". It was amazing. It made all the difference in the world.
It was so uplifting for the community. 67 was a tough time, and there were lots of protests going on different places and all this. And these student athletes were focused on getting the job done, bringing pride to themselves, their families, and the community, and their school.
If you went to Spider Coliseos or you went to places, that's all they talked about. And they talked about the Waynesburg-Fairmont game for months.
Maroon and white appeared everywhere in town. Once the momentum caught on, community was behind them, the college was behind them, and they did everything that was expected of them and more.
I think everybody in Marion County came to the game. There was quite a crowd there, and then Fairmont State delivered. They put on quite a performance in a usual Deacon Duvall manner.
From the National Championship Football game here at Mountaineer Field in Morgantown, West Virginia.
I mean, it was a battle. They were ahead of us 14-0. We were struggling. And then we scored right before the half. It was 14-7.
Carlos Fentz gives that to Blackstone. He is in the end zone! And the fighting Falcons have scored.
We kicked off to them at the beginning of the second half, and they fumbled the kickoff. Things started to change.
Michael drops back into the pass pocket, looking for Mertens, passing down the middle. Mertens has it! He is in the end zone for a touchdown!
We changed from a 54 to a 51 in the second half, put in the extra defensive back, and they thought they could run on the 51. And they tried to run up that middle on those three guys, and guess what? They did not.
Carroll blocks the signal, waiting, gives it to Blackstone, touchdown Blackstone! And the Falcons are leading by a 20-14 score. Gives that ball off up the middle, goes Edwards, Edwards is at the 10, he's at the 5, Edwards is in the end zone for a touchdown! Edwards going 27 yards for the touchdown!
They believed in themselves, and they believed in their coach, and they came together for the perfect success story.
And the end of the football game. The end of the football game is the Fighting Falcons have defeated Eastern Washington State for the national championship 28-21.